Right?
Can you just quickly test to see if you edit something that works? Perfect. Thank you. Cheers. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. We're in the home stretch of just reviewing some of the edits that came in overnight to the report and adopting the report itself and wrapping up any final discussions. So I'll pass to you, Chair.
All right, so our usual procedure is just to go paragraph by paragraph. And if anyone has anything to add or comment, just bring it up. Otherwise, we'll just keep moving. So if you're nothing, I'll continue on. Where shall I start? To paragraph 3. Is that's a 3? Yeah. Process. Yeah. Process 3, 4. Some standard boilerplate stuff. 8, 7. You have Anne Marie on the line? Maybe not. Okay, paragraph 8.
Paragraph 8 here is directly from Emery. So
Just added paragraph 9, which is that most of these questions are addressed somewhere in the end of the report. Okay. 11 and 12. Scroll up a little bit. So you can see. Okay, moving along. 15. Oops, we have more 12.
I have a comment on that. I will just note here that the commission currently has no agreement to collectively move forward on the recommendation 9. So that's just been part of the kind of our moving forward that we just know that the commission did not agree on that recommendation to kind of evaluate and come up with standards for monitoring between both contracting parties. We certainly can provide some sort of summary to add to the 5-year plan, but I'll note that we do include a lot of summaries on how the different data components that go into all our analysis and stock assessment. This is part of fishery statistics paper. We can certainly add some additional information. I'll note that, for example, observer coverage report for Alaska itself is like 100 pages itself. So if you would like comprehensive evaluation of observer coverage, that will be a column in the report itself.
I think the if you just scroll up, it says, it doesn't say we're requesting this stuff, it says consider it. So I think, so I don't know, we could take it out. I mean, I like the idea of evaluating observer coverage. If it's not feasible or things, then you've considered it and it's not a thing.
We can certainly add to the report itself just kind of short summary at this time of what is done in terms of reporting various data components.
I think that's kind of what it's getting at.
Yeah, I'll just, and it might be a little bit repetitive from the fisheries data, fisheries data paper that we produce for meetings that you typically do not get, because that's majority of it is just a summary of the data available at each given time. But we can get a couple of things there.
it's not something that we've ever discussed recent SRP meetings. So it might be worth discussing at some point. So this is just a placeholder to bring it up sometime.
Yeah, as long as we can consider it or think to be considered, but not necessarily expecting a full evaluation to be included. in
No,
this.
that's not what this is.
Yeah, that's the way all of these are. These are things that I think would help, but yeah, if they're not feasible or done elsewhere in a better way.
Yeah, thank you for playing.
Any more on 12? Maybe we can go to 13. 14. Fifteen. 16. 17. Paper. 18. 19.
I have a suggestion for 19 and 20 as well, but I was thinking it might be nice to just help the commissioners understand these recommendations and why they're made. And so at the end of 19, after SRB 027, I'm wondering if just a simple statement like to align with the recommendation in paragraph 7. So it gives it the justification. And that's why I suggested moving that paragraph up there. Paragraph, 18 now. It's paragraph 18.
That helps.
And if you're ready for 20, I was thinking that again after SRB 027, maybe a statement like which clarify these descriptions while retaining the intended meaning. When we were wordsmithing, I kept saying the commissioners wrote part of this. You just don't want to get the impression.
Definitions. Yeah, that's fine.
And then in 19, I think there was the first definitions, 19 noted the definition. So we're just delete the S off right after the other. Because I split those two paragraphs.
Yeah, that helped. I looked at it and first didn't understand what was going on, and then I saw it and I was like, oh, no, this is better.
Okay, good. And then I guess the second definition, you can delete the S as well. So under adopting the revised definitions, yeah, right around there.
That is deleted.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's moved out. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to give you a little direction on wordsmithing since you did it to me yesterday.
Once you pull the heck out of you yesterday.
Yeah.
This is the same though. You need 3 people telling me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, 20. Oh, start to get TC.
Needs a period.
21.
Hey, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm wondering a little bit further on to what Alan was talking about in terms of the rationale for why these paragraphs. In paragraph 18, wondering whether, like, it sort of reads like, okay, this is what you should, what we're recommending, but we're not saying like the SRB hasn't said why. And yesterday it seemed like this is the standard definition of overfishing that most of the rest of the, right? So just a little bit of a clarification that it's because this is standard practice and not just because we say so.
State of being overfished.
How's that, Emery?
Great, thank you.
Okay, we're on 21. Two. Three. Four. I think you're already considering development of assessment model, so I don't know. This is just kind of.
I appreciate it.
I can list some of the reasons why this would be useful.
And then if you scroll down a little more, there's a B. Wondering if it seems like increase, I think it's fine.
We need on fishery performance here.
I think so. No.
Fishery. But it's more on the outcomes.
Management performance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is helpful.
Yeah, moving on. 6 is noted papers. 7. The 8.
I'm just gonna put this here. So it's,
29.
So, sorry, on 28, I just want to make sure. 7.5 million?
That was from the assessment.
Okay, so it's different.
slightly different in the MSC.
Yeah.
And this is the question that we kept getting, and we even got it again. It's repeated today. How precautionary should we be? And it's like, there's one answer that at least ballparks it. Cost of being precautionary in the presence of higher uncertainty. %50 bias. Yeah. Might not even be that much.
No, we chose that as being a reasonable, something that could happen
Yeah.
based on the sparse design. Wasn't intended to be an extreme case.
Anyway, 29. Scrolling down. Thirty and 31.
For 30, would it be worth just noting, I think Ray was clear that he's planning to bring back another iteration of this. I know there have been some questions offline about like, wow, is this going to pop up in the assessment tomorrow as a new change? And maybe just saying the SRB looks forward to seeing this at seeing future development at upcoming SRB meetings, just to note that this is in development and next time people see it isn't going to be a rollout into the.
Yeah, because we talked about, right, things being 28.
28.
Yeah, so maybe we could say that specifically. We look forward to development over this between now and when it may be incorporated, 2028.
Would be helpful. Just to keep people's expectations under control. Sorry, now that I read it, I realize like maybe it's a 32, paragraph 32 for both of these bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
Might
the, what's
be
the
good.
verb then?
Well, it might be good to have it in the record. Oh, that's just a note.
So 32.
What's the verb?
The SRB, so it's continuing development. Please remember. Is the SRB noted that this method will be reviewed at over several SRB meetings between now and we actually had something specific. It's 32, I think, is the. So
Yeah,
32
Two, yeah, 32.
and the next full stock assessment. SRB 32.
Sorry,
So, this method will require additional development. Looks forward to reviewing progress in the SRB meetings up to and including SRB 32. Should we verify that is?
is that clear enough to get at the point?
Including SRB 32, where the next full stock assessment.
parenthetically 2028.
Forward.
Do you want to be more specific, instead of this method in paragraphs 30 and? If you want to be more specific methods in paragraphs 30 and 31 versus just these.
Freak anybody out.
Just to note that we'll use the numbering. I'll let you know.
Okay. 34. Appreciate it. 35.
So the only other thing we need to do before we get to 35 is just lock in meeting dates. So at the last SRB meeting, we tentatively scheduled the next SRB for the 19th to the 21st of May. Just want to see if that still works for everybody. 19th to 20th. Yeah.
Several weeks earlier than normal.
Yeah.
We can thank the World Cup for that.
Yeah. Still all right. So we'll add that in other business. And we don't have any dates proposed at the moment for the next SRB meeting after that. The work meeting, commission work meeting will still be the first week. So anytime after that works. General. Any preferences in late September? No.
The fourth week gives us a whole nother week of time in between meetings. So if it's all the same, that last week in September might be easier than the middle week.
29, 30, and 1st of October.
Oh, sorry, the one in between.
22nd.
Yeah. I think in the past, that's generally been the week we targeted. This year was earlier.
Sorry.
Okay, so 22nd, 23rd, 24th. So in terms of recruitment, do you have any suggestions you wanted to include either in the report or just the general discussion for local areas for an additional board member?
Somebody with stock assessment and MSc experience.
We can leave the election of a new chair to the next meeting, so.
Elections.
May as well.
Finger pointing last time.
Oh, thanks
It
very
was
much.
2 against 1.
When was the first SRB meeting? I don't know. I mean, we're in 27 now. It hasn't
12 or
always been
13.
2,
It's 12 or
12,
13.
13.
I think it was late
Been
2000.
chair since then.
Or maybe it was a get together.
Overstayed my 3-year term.
Anything else anybody wants to add or any other business, last minute business?
First folder I have is 2013.
If not, paragraph 35, do you want to consider the report adopted?
I do. All in favor? Aye. Say aye. Second, motion.
Most formal thing we've done this meeting. All right, well, thank you very much. Can you just escape out of that? Close the meeting.